Hello and welcome to Turning Lewks, a beauty and cosmetics podcast. I am your host, Darren, and we are back for another amazing episode 11. This week we have the amazing Joseph in, who's a makeup artist and a makeup retail expert. So I'm really excited to have them on. We talk about all things working in makeup retail, their love for blush, their passions in makeup, their reasons for getting into makeup, which is a very interesting and funny reason, and so much. It's a really, really lovely, fun chat, and I can't wait for you to hear it. So let's just get right into it. Thank you for joining me on the podcast today. How are you doing?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing good.
You work in makeup retail, right?
Yes, I do.
How's that?
It's really good. So I've been in retail for few years now, a few good years. But it's really nice. It's one of those things where when you're in makeup, I guess it's one of those things where like sometimes, it's like you don't really get a paid job. Like it's one of those things where like you never know when money's coming and going, especially if you're freelancing. But I guess this just allows me to just be fully like paid for, all times. So it allows me to actually live my life, which is very nice.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, like when you're like a full-time makeup artist, it's either freelance, which is then, like you said, very up and down. You don't know when you're going to get your money, and also how
Mhm.
much you're going to get paid for the different gigs you're doing. So like it's nice to have that like permanent income while still in that kind of world.
Creative aspect, yeah.
Yeah.
Because to be a creative person and like, you don't the pay, it doesn't really pay to be creative sometimes unless you hit it big and then you're having a great time, and you have that good clientele and that steady income. But sometimes, that's what I do like about the retail aspect.
And do you put makeup on people like every day, or is it more the salesy side that you prefer? Like, yeah, what?
I put makeup on people and also I sell retail because I'm also a clienteler as well. So as long as being like the lead makeup artist for Selfridges, I'm also a clienteler. So I help with many different things. So basically I do everything. So that's very nice to do.
That is nice. At least you get
Mm.
your creative juices flowing in many aspects.
Yes, exactly. So it's very fun. Yeah, it's just really fun. It's just really nice to be able to do makeup as my full-time job and be able to live my life at the same time. So that's very nice.
What got you started in makeup? Like, where did it all begin?
Well, this is the thing. I've always been into makeup. I have been into makeup since I watched my mum put eyeliner on and mascara on. You know what I mean? You when you sit there and you just like you just be like watching them just like checking it on. You're like, oh my God, like I love it. I used to call her Cheryl Cole eyes because I don't know if you can remember back in the day when Cheryl Cole used to do those hairspray adverts. She used to have this like massive black eyeliner on, like these massive lashes. I used to be addicted to it. And that's why I still to this day I do like the most big, like, like smokiest eye you can. It's my kind of go-to because I like grown to love it from that, which is hilarious,
I
you
love
know.
that Cheryl Cole was your inspiration.
Apparently, yeah, apparently Cheryl Cole was my go-to for makeup at the time, which is hilarious because like to be honest, I don't think it was like her thing to be like makeup. It was just like I'm just gonna put on loads of eyeliners. So I guess yeah, Cheryl Cole got me into makeup when I was very young, so that's fun.
I love that kind of goes into my next question, and you kind of just answered it there as well. When I was going through your Instagram account, even from the beginning, eyes are like your big focus, whether it's cut creases, smoky eyes, colorful eyes, dramatic wings. What is it about eyes that draws you in other than Cheryl Cole being your inspiration?
Well, I will say, like, it wasn't just Cheryl Cole being this. The idea of makeup, I love the fact that you can take someone and literally just like change who you are. Like my eyes aren't this big. My eyes are like tiny little things that don't even show up. So it's nice that you can literally go into somewhere. Like, people that come and see me in my work, in fact, you can literally take them and go, oh my God, like, let's literally just make you a whole different person, but still keep you in there. I just like that's the thing I love, just making you feel like the person you want to feel like on the inside. And that's the aspect. Like that's why I kind of like get a lot of my inspirations of makeup from drag makeup as well. Because it's just about that altering the face shapes and stuff like that little bit more, which is very nice.
I think that's like
You
one
know.
like big thing about like makeup that is so interesting is that kind of either perfecting in inverted commas or like slightly shifting and changing, but using those like colors and shading and tones to kind of
Mhm.
really change a feature or manipulate features and stuff, which is the artistry within makeup, right?
Yeah, we're very pretty girls and we love to show off how great we are. It's nice. So I just think it's really fun. I just think, when it comes to makeup, just have fun. Don't be like, just go and do it. Try something new. When I was starting off doing makeup, you do like I know it's become really popular on TikTok now, that I've seen. But you do shower makeup. I always used to call it shower makeup, and like now it's just gone really popular on TikTok and thing. I'm like, I feel. Do you ever have those times when you say things to yourself and then you see it like 2 years down the line on like these things blowing up, and you're like, why didn't I just like put that out? Because I've been like doing so many things like that for ages. I'm like, oh, why didn't I could have blown up. I could have done something different. So one of those things, it's like, oh damn it. Even though it's probably been around for a while, it's just like, why didn't I just like make it a thing as well? You know
It's
what I
that thing
mean?
like with makeup now. It's like you say, things can be out for a while, but as soon as someone names it, that's when it becomes a thing.
I want to be popular. I want to be popular on social media. I want to be like that person. I want to be like, yeah.
But I think it's the thing
Silly.
as well, like you were saying, like if you like makeup, just get in and do it. But also like
Yeah.
we see on social media and especially on like TikToks and Instagram, people being great at makeup from the beginning, from the get-go. And for
Oh,
most
yeah.
people, when you start doing makeups, even on your, especially on yourself, but just makeup in general, you're not good
Mm.
at it. Like it takes practice. You're not going to be like one of these TikTokers or influencers right away.
My first ever photo. Oh my God. I can remember, I think I had like this like pinky, like yellowish, like pale ass eyeshadow on. I look back and I'm like, no, like she's face tuned and looking a little bit crazy. But it's like that was where it started. And it was just like I had so much love from when I posted that photo. And I was in such a dark place at the time that I was like, oh my God, maybe this is giving me a bit of purpose. Because I started posting makeup during COVID times. So it was one of those things when it was like I obviously I was in hairdressing before that. I was doing obviously all that kind of stuff. So when we went to lockdown, it was kind of like, oh my God, I have no purpose. Like I have like nothing to do. So then when it came to doing the makeup and then people were like so loving and so, they give me all the love. I was like, oh my God, I feel so valued and feel so ready to like I want to like keep doing this. So then I kept going more with the makeup because I've always loved makeup. I've never really done it on myself and posted photos. I just always did it on other people. So I was like, let me do it on myself, and then I will literally just go into that. And so that's where it all started by everyone having a little bit of love for me during COVID times and making me feel good. And then it spiraled into this monster mash of makeup that you see today now. So here we are. So that's it, really.
I love that. And I also find there's a lot of people who maybe start in hairdressing and end up in makeup and vice versa. What do you think that
Mhm.
correlation between the two is there?
When it comes to beauty and stuff like that, when you go to like your colleges and your unis, you do tend to just do everything beauty, like you obviously do hair and beauty. Even when I think a lot of people that do beauty therapy, I've seen end up coming in and doing washing some hair, or people doing special effects and like coming in and washing hair. You just end up being qualified in majority of things, and then you end up going like which path you want to go down to. And then I obviously picked the hair route because at the time I was going to be doing musical theater because I was like doing the whole thing with that. And then I was like, I went to my college and I was sat next to these girls and like they would love it, but you're just like, I'm not vibing here. This is not where I want to be right now. So I literally got up. I'm like, give me 1 second. I walk like this was like induction day when you're like signing up to like do your whole course of 3 years. I was like, give me 2 seconds. I walk out and go, someone and like, because like, can I change my course right now? Like, I literally just like changed my course and then started doing hairdressing. So that was hilarious. And then yeah, so it's one of those things where you just like you go and you do it all, and then the thing is, then I went and did hair, then I went to on cruise ships, and then I basically then was like I was pretty good at doing facials and stuff like that. So then they trained me doing that, and now I'm qualified in every single thing beauty related. To the point now I'm just like even in work, I can help people with their skin routine and stuff like that. Because once you're qualified in everything you can go any path down there. Then you can use your skills to your full advantage.
And it's one of those things that if you're on a shoot, being able to quickly maybe fix
Hmm.
someone's hair while you're maybe doing the makeup, or being able to
Yeah,
mix those skills up is really important to do as well, right?
yeah, well, exactly like even when like you have bridal makeup and stuff like that, and then the hairdresser goes home because they're done with the hair up, and then you're like whole like meltdown, like oh my God, my hair's falling out, and you're like, let me just quickly pin it up for you, and I can fix it. So it's one of those things where it's like you don't get that a lot, but it's like it's nice to be able to just be like jump out and be like able to like fix things as you go. I guess that's like obviously why I'm obviously the lead makeup artist there and I can do a lot of these lead artists. It's basically adapting and being able to respond to a situation.
And like you said, it all kind of ties in together, doesn't it, as well? Like if someone's like a makeup style, the hair kind of has to almost fit the makeup style. So just like the fashion and
Hmm.
stuff, it all kind of melds into one. So like to have that understanding of them all kind of helps you in your speciality as
Create a
well.
full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, creates a full circle. Oh, but yeah, but it's very nice. It's a very nice kind of thing to be in, and it's I've kind of found my feet in it now, and I've just kind of got running with it. So it's very nice. It's very good with that, you know.
And you recently started doing some modeling as well, right? You did some stuff for Trigwell.
Yeah, I did. Basically I've known Trigwell Cosmetic, Zoe Trigwell. I've known her since she had her own makeup academy back down in Wales ages ago, and she was like selling like her little she had these little squares of like her like products in it. It was like she would basically sell them after like her makeup sessions and her makeup academy and stuff like that. And then when she created her makeup brand, and obviously the powder puffs blew up. It was one of those things just like, like I know them. I know who they are. Look at them go. And also I used to work with a lot of the people now that work at the place as well. So it was one of those things where I guess it was kind of like when you know someone, and you kind of get in there. So it was my first time ever modeling for something. Believe it or not, I know it's so gorgeous. You would think, oh my God, I model all the time. One of the thing is, I remember I did a TikTok for it, and I was like, I thought I was feeling such fantasy. And basically in the photos, I was just stood like this. I was just like so like deadpan, so stiff. And in my mind when I was when I was doing the whole thing, I felt like I was like feeling the fantasy. But in reality, I was just stood there like this. Just relax it up a little bit. But it was really fun. It was honestly a very fun experience. And honestly, Zoe Trigger is a very amazing brand owner. She's very kind. She's very, very understanding with where people come from. It's honestly, it was an amazing brand to work for. And that's the thing. I would only work with a brand if I truly believed in it as well. So it was very nice to actually be given the opportunity to do so. So it was very nice.
And you were, it was it the shoot was for like launching was it the powder and the setting spray? Was it?
Yes, it was. The powder, like I mean, the brightening powder. Honestly, I use the white powder under my eyes all the time to give me that bright under eye because I love that like stark white under eye with like hot pink blush. It's my favorite. Like it's like if you were to relate me to one thing, it would be a mustache with bright under eyes and pink blush. That's shit.
That was the other thing I noticed when I was going through your Instagram was the journey of your blush from kind of the beginning
Yeah.
was like the eyes were the focus, but there wasn't much blush, and it's just slowly
Hmm.
as you scroll to like
Gotten
more
crazy.
recently, yeah, the blush gets more and more intense.
Like it's one of those things where it's just like I feel absolutely naked now if I haven't got on just like about 15 blushes at once. You know what I mean? I actually do think I put on how many blushes do I put on? I have 5 blushes on today.
Are they like different formulas, or is it like 5 different powders? Or
Yeah, so I got 2 creams, and then 3 powders.
I mean, that blush is going nowhere then.
It's not going anywhere. But the thing is, it's one of those things where like I do like the Made by Mitchell ones on first to like let the ground, and I do about face on top with just like a balm, so it gives you that glowiness back into your skin as the day goes on. And then I use a darker blush on the red cheek areas, and then I do medium and then light underneath the eyes. So help blend everything.
So yeah, it's an ombre as a process. You're doing it, putting it in certain places to create certain effects as well. It's not like you're just putting
Exactly.
layers and layers on top in the same place of the pink blush.
Yeah, exactly that. Blush is always that first thing to fade. So the thing is, if I feel like I got about 15 layers of it on, it's going to look good for the rest of the evening. You know what I mean? So it's really nice. It's going to fade anyway, so you may as well just put as much on before it fades.
I feel like you might wear more blush than like Trixie Mattel.
I honestly, I genuinely think, to be honest, this day, I think I do. I'm not even joking yet. I feel like she doesn't even wear that much blush anymore. Like, I genuinely don't think she does. I actually think I wear more makeup than the majority of some drag queens I know.
I
Oh,
think people don't
yeah.
realize how much blush can shape your face as well. Like the days where
Oh my
I'll
God.
like say like contour and bronze and do that kind of shaping, but you don't put the blush on. You don't also look as sculpted as when you put the blush on. And you don't think, I think a lot of people don't think of blush as that kind of sculpting thing because it's just a pinky color or a peachy color. But actually, that color really does help change your face shape as well.
Listen, I come from the generation of where you would just have bronzer and that was it on. You know what I mean? You literally just put on loads of bronzer and you feel like, wow, I feel like the most see whether you know the worst person ever. You'd be like, wow, I am like a bronze goddess. But then now I'm like, I look at those times, I was like, God, you look at the one note. But now probably I'll look back on this in a few years. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what that blush.
What are your thoughts on your relationship between makeup, self-confidence, and being your like true self?
I will say, like when I said I genuinely, it comes from such a love for the people that I see in my day-to-day life, or like my friends and the people I see. It is genuinely when I put my makeup on and I leave the house, it is my love language to the people that, maybe can't go and do what I want to do or don't have the confidence yet to do what I do. So it's just my love to the queer community to be like, listen, I'm here, I'm a safe space, I'm here to be like as flamboyant as I possibly can. And I genuinely, it's one of those things where you get your confidence from. I was very much like an ugly duckling when I was younger. And the thing is, I never had a lot of confidence. So it was one of those things where it was like when I was able to experiment with makeup and put on this person where it's like I've become this different entity of myself to put on makeup and go out the door. And I feel like even in this day and age, obviously it's gone a lot better. Even just doing that can be like people can. I've had people spit on the floor in front of me. I've had people kick the back of my legs when I'm on an escalator because I'm wearing makeup or threatening me. I've had a lot of that stuff. It doesn't go away. But the thing is, though, it's like if I don't do it, maybe it'll never become of a natural thing. It'll never become a accepted aspect. So the thing is, it's like the idea of being able to put on this makeup and put on this personality to go out the door can create this movement down the line where, it's not just going to be me. It's going to be those people that when they're walking past me going, oh my God, that's a a male presenting person looking there and going, oh my God, like they went full makeup. I can also do that. They're fine as well. Or they can do it, I can do it. It's one of those things where it's like it's not just for me, it's for the other people that can see me down the line. So it's very nice.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's one of those things that like I often think that too, like when I'm out in public and the amount of like weird looks you get or people whispering or people trying to take a picture and stuff. But then there's like, also like be that one person, that one young person that sees you, or not even young person, but one queer person that sees you and is inspired by that. And you don't know how that one moment or just seeing you can change something in them later on in life that will stick with them later on in life as well. You don't realize how you could be that inspiration or that also there's just that nice thing of like when you're out in public seeing other queer people
Yeah,
around and like visibly queer people, it's nice to be able to just see that and have that, like you said, sense of safe space.
yeah, exactly that. And it's just it's really nice. And I think it's one of the biggest confidence boosters I can have is when I'm walking around and you hear someone go, oh my God, do you see his makeup? Oh my God, what he's like, these I'm like didn't they look amazing? Oh my God. I love it. It's that and being like, oh my God, you smell so good. Oh, those compliments, like I'm like perfect. Those are the best compliments I can get. I love it.
I remember like years ago, I worked in a Weatherspoons for a little while, and I remember some
Hmm.
man in there once saying to me, being like, my daughter would be jealous of your eyebrows," and I still remember that Saturday. My eyebrows are not the same. And I look back at pictures of my eyebrows, and I'm like, they weren't the tea, but it's
The
that thing
daughter
of
would have been
like,
screaming.
yeah, but like it's nice to know that like this straight man in a Weatherspoons complimented your eyebrows, and you're just like, it's
Yeah,
those kind of
especially in
small
the
things.
Weatherspoons.
Yeah,
Funny. Yeah, exactly that. I'd be like, because I'm from a little valley town down in Wales. Like, I was probably one of like the only like two boys that wore makeup there, which is like, not a lot of people. And you go to your little like your local bar, and then you walk in, and it's all these men with their beers with their pints, and then I'm just walking in, and just like, hey, how you doing? Can I get a vodka cran?
but like sometimes like having that makeup on also kind of gives you that kind of sense of like, no, I'm going to walk with my head held high and I'm going to walk
Oh yeah,
like against all of that. Gives you some weird adrenaline to be like, no, I'm going to push through this even further and be like, they're going to see
yeah.
my beat. They're going to see the work I put into this.
It's nice when you feel confident in yourself. You can be like, I feel good. Let's feel good together. Let's enjoy each other's company. Very much that.
It takes skill to create like the face that you create and stuff. And it's nice to be able to like visibly wear that skill and other people to
Hmm.
be able to see the skill that you put in as well.
Yeah, my mildly autistic ass. The thing is, it allows me to be my creative self, and it really allows me to be like express my creativity and like because I always loved art. I always loved drawing. And then now it's like I can draw and put my own art on my face, which is very nice. Cost me a fortune in supplies, but it's all good.
I guess like you get a nice discount where you work, so all that like expensive stuff
Yeah.
becomes really super cheap. It's like basically drugstore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's super oh my God. Yeah, I guess I'll get the Chanel, I guess. No, don't.
Do you remember the first makeup item that you ever bought or was bought for you?
I actually do. I actually have it. I actually put it on today. I don't know. That's actually so funny you say that. Wait, okay, that's hilarious.
The way you said you
I
put it
like
on
that.
today. How old is
That's
it?
so. I well, listen. We don't talk about that. That's so funny you say that. It is the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in shade Kim KW. Because I remember I stole one of my mum's like free samples with it in. Things I never used to buy my own makeup. I used to steal my mum and my sister's. I never bought my own makeup until I bought this lipstick, which is like the most concealery shade lip ever. I don't know why I wanted to wear it today. It was just like I was like, oh, let me just pick this up because it was next to me. And I was like, oh, cute, and then put it on. So that's so funny you say that. That's hilarious.
When did you get that? Not to shade you for how old it is, but like, yeah, when was this like first moment that you bought this Charlotte Tilbury? And I also love that your first makeup item that you bought was bloody Charlotte Tilbury. Starting off on a high.
I mean, listen, it was, I know it's like, I stole a lot of makeup from my family. It was during lockdown. That's the first time I actually ever bought makeup for myself because I had, got, what was it? You have your money you get from the council. You get your universal credit. I got my universal credit and I was like, oh my God, I got money that I don't need to like have just for myself. So I was just like, I went on Charlotte Tilbury. I actually bought this and the Hollywood filter, but I also don't have the Hollywood filter anymore because that genuinely, because I'm an oily person, it does not work for me. But I was like, I wanted this lipstick so bad. But like, I was like, oh my God, £25 for a lipstick? Absolutely not. There's 27 now. But I was like, oh my God, like, that's crazy. You know what I mean?
And what was it about the Kim K shade and not like Pillow Talk, which is the one everyone always has?
Well, like again, I genuinely I got this in like on that first well it's not the first, I think it's like the second photo I posted on my Instagram. I was like wearing like an orange eye look and I had a really pale like lip. It was literally this shade of lipstick. And the thing is it was like I loved it because I genuinely I don't know what it was, but I loved the way that it made me have like that concealer lip kind of vibe. I don't know, I always loved that kind of Y2K concealer lip. I don't know what it was, but now obviously like I only like pat it in the middle and then I put a gloss on top, so it kind of defeats the purpose of it being, that concealery kind of shade now. But it genuinely I it's just as I got that I stole that free sample from my mum when she went and got her Charlotte Tilbury stuff, and then I was like, oh my God, I put it on with like this gross makeup brush that I stole from someone. I'm like putting it on. I was like, oh my God, this is stunning. I love it. This is the best lipstick ever. And now that started a revolution. And I have about 50 million makeup products going at the same time and like thousands of brushes, and I have more by here. Like you can't see it because I have my makeup all over in front of me, which is wild. So it's a lot.
Is this makeup for your kit or makeup that you use personally?
Well, I did have it all for a kit at one point when I was doing freelance down in Wales, but now I don't do freelance because I'm full time at Selfridges. I don't really have a lot of time to do it, so now I just kind of have my own makeup now, so it's all mine. I was literally thinking today, I was like looking at all this makeup, I'm like, I don't use all this. I really should be getting rid of all this, and like some of it is probably gone off. So the thing is like when I spend some money on something, it comes from a thing where it's like, oh my God, I never had the opportunity to do this. So now I have all this amazing things that, are very special to me in that aspect.
I also think there's like like the narrative within the beauty and makeup community of like when things go off, getting rid of it quite right away, or like the label on it being like once it's open 12 months, you have to get rid of it. And like as long as things aren't going like moldy, aren't smelling
Yeah.
funky, aren't causing you a breakout, you're probably okay.
Mm.
Like you probably
And the
don't
th
actually need to throw it all away.
yeah, and the thing is, it was a lipstick. I feel like when it comes to lipsticks, it's not that crazy. You know what I mean? I was like, it's not looking bad. But yeah, if it's like, I mean, what could you throw away when it comes to makeup? What's like something you have to throw away? Mascara. Yeah. Like I will I do go through mascaras. Like it's no big deal. Um, but yeah, that's the one thing that I think I actually do buy regularly is mascaras.
But the issue with mascara is like it actually dries out like after like 3 months, or like even like say if you wear it for longer than the 3 months that you're meant to, and you do say 6 months, it dries out. So like
Hmm.
it makes it harder to use. So it's you can't use it as well as it being germy.
Yeah,
Something like a lipstick, you're putting so little of that on that
yeah,
is it really gonna?
yeah. It's not really the baddest
Yeah,
of things ever, really, is it?
no.
Oh, what is your go-to mascara? What's your favorite mascara?
You know what? My go-to one is one from the Body Shop. Which is
Okay.
really random. They sent me like a PR package once and it had it in it. And it's quite like a natural one. It's not like super like in intense one, but like it doesn't flake. It doesn't like transfer anywhere. I'm like, oh, this year, and I'm really sad that like the Body Shop are like going out of business. I was like, that's like my favorite mascara. We're gonna have to like stock up on
Literally.
them.
I love that. Do you know what the funny thing is? You say that I did tell like my first ever makeup product wasn't the Charlotte Tilbury thing. I'm a liar. I completely forgot that I used to get this tea tree BB cream from the Body Shop. I completely forgot about that because that got discontinued. God, like 15 years ago. It was one of the best things because I used to have really bad acne, so I used to use that to dry up my spots, but also covered up the redness. So I guess that counts as like my first ever makeup product.
Yeah, like yeah, like BB products, do they count? I guess so. It's a weird thing
Mhm.
today as like a skin tint, which is basically what a BB product, BB cream was. But now skin tints are
Yeah,
basically foundations anyway. Like the medium coverage skin tint is a foundation. It's not a skin tint anymore. But
so well, you said it. You've spoken your truth. You know,
what's your favorite mascara?
my favorite mascara actually shows it. So my favorite mascara actually is the REM mascara. I use it all the time. Ariana Grande's brand. I genuinely, I swear by it. It's one of my favorite ones. I actually I fell in love with this because I launched the makeup brand down in London, um, obviously with REM. And the thing is, I was like, I remember I got this mascara for free because obviously they gave us treats when we went to the thing, and I was like, oh my god, this is one of the best mascaras I've ever used. It's very similar to the Maybelline Sky High, but the thing is, it's like the one thing with the Maybelline Sky High, I guess, which is the difference, is the thing is this one kind of just like here's me all of my products. Like this one dries out like crazily and like flakes off, but this one it just stays on perfectly and it gives me all like the layering I need. So the best mascara you'll use, and also it's £15. It's not bad for a mascara.
I think it's the same price as the Body Shop one that I like. So
Yeah, it's perfect.
I want to try the Rem Beauty highlighters. That's what I want to try because she does them in funky colors. There's like a green
Okay.
and a purple one. I'm like, I really want to try those.
I will say they're not really highlighters. I would say they're
Like
more like highlighter
toppers. Yeah.
toppers. So the thing is, it's like I remember when I got it, I was like, I was expecting it to be like this blinding thing, and I was like, it's not giving me what I want. But I actually use the pink one sometimes on top of my blush when I want to top the blush and keep it looking glowy. So that's another blush item I use.
We love that. We love the layers and layers of blush. Well, I think that's about all we have time for today. Thank you so much for joining on the podcast. Is there anything, any
Honestly,
last kind of advice you want to give to someone who maybe wants to become a makeup artist or is interested in makeup? Do you have any like one bit of advice that you'd give to someone who's interested in beauty?
practice. It is just that. It is one of those things where it's like if you're going to do it, like really refine your craft first. Go and do it still. Like give it your best go. But the thing is, be humble, be kind, be, good to people, practice your own thing. Everyone has room to grow. And I guess it's one of those things where feel like if you feel good in yourself at the same time, you can make other people feel good in themselves. Because at the same time, as makeup artists, we are tasked with this reason, this talent to make people feel that their utmost best self. So if someone's coming to you feeling like the worst person, that they feeling like the worst they've ever felt, it is on you to be like, let me make you feel the best as I can ever possibly do. You know what I mean? You're holding someone so fragile in that aspect, and where it's like you can make and break how they feel in the end. So it's like make them feel good to make you feel good at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And show love to everyone. That's really what it is.
Lovely advice. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me on here. This has been fun. Cute little thing to do.
that's it for this month's chat. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe, share with your friends, share it on social media. Let us know that you love the episode. We'll be back in a couple weeks for our makeup news segment, which is a separate episode now. I'm hoping you will enjoy that and make sure to give that a listen. And until then, have a great few weeks. Bye.